be on long. My phone is about to die soon, but I saw the movie Sinners today, and by myself. Um, Everybody been talking about the movie Sinners. I've been hearing about it everywhere, mainly online. I know a coworker of mine did see it already, and she said it was good. Uh, I'm not gonna be on long, y'all. I'm tired. I don't know if you could tell. I'm not gonna be on long. But yeah, I did see the movie Sinners tonight. Not tonight, this afternoon. And nobody's in the live stream yet, but I'm gonna talk anyway. So everybody been talking about it. I've been seeing reviews. I haven't heard anything bad about it. I don't want to hold the phone, but I'm gonna have to hold it. Even Rotten Tomatoes give it a good review. And not saying Rotten Tomatoes is like the ultimate reviewer site, but I feel like if Rotten Tomatoes likes the movie, it's probably a good movie. You know what I'm saying? So I went by myself, and I'm used to that. I'm used to seeing movies by myself. But I wish I did have somebody to see the movie with. You know how sometimes you want to like say something to the person or, but look, I'm cool seeing movies by myself. I like the fact that movies, even if you go by yourself, people in the movie theater kind of make you feel like you're watching it with them. I mean, you are watching a movie with other people, but you don't really feel alone, especially with some of the reactions. Like, we got some people who like to say things while they're watching a movie. But it wasn't too many crazy interruptions. There was a person who brought a child to the movie. I mean, a child like a toddler. Okay, a 1 to 2 year old child was at the movie theater, and the child was crying. At first, I thought I was hearing things. I was like, is that in the movie? I heard somebody crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody brought a kid. The kid was crying. Then they brought the kid out to, I guess, calm them down in the bathroom. Brought them back in, and I guess after that, it was cool. So other than that interruption, it was okay. Some people kept walking in and out. I don't know what they was going doing to the point where you could see their phone, and another person um like turned the flashlight on their phone on, which was kind of annoying. But anyway, other than those small little things, I had a good time. I sat on the end aisle. I love to sit on the end aisle. When I go to the movies, I sit on the end aisle for quick exits for any type of emergency or just need to go to the bathroom. I don't like to have to climb through people just to get to my seat. Hi, Ella Loves Creative. How are you? So I'm just talking about the movie Sinners. I saw it for the first time today, like a couple of hours ago, and a few hours ago, and it was good. I'm not gonna give any. I'm not gonna do any spoilers. I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts on the movie and how I can relate to it when it comes to like being a survivor and trying to thrive in this life. So Ryan Coogler was a director, and he did a good job. He did a good job. I see why the movie got a lot of reviews. I like how he kind of tied old into new. He just history with present day. I didn't like that. That was really surprising. I didn't expect that. Hi, Helena. How are you? So the movie first starts in reverse. So the movie starts with a dramatic scene. At first, you think it's like just a simple situation, and then you're looking at the person like, "What's going on here? Like something doesn't seem right." It was giving very much the Color Purple church scene. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give it away. It was giving Color Purple church scene when or Sinners Got Heart too. Whatever. Just it gave me very much Color Purple vibes. The way the movie started, and it was around that time the Color Purple setting was made anyway. So the movie was from 1932. The movie is taken from 1932. So it's a very long time ago. I think the Color Purple, their setting was like 1940s or something like that. I don't remember. Hi, Louisa. Hi, Lockdown Straps. Hi, everyone in the chat. So I'm talking about the movie Sinners. I just saw it a few hours ago, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, it started out you're confused a little bit, and then it says the day before, and it tells you everything. Like everything happened in like one day. It was crazy. It was crazy. Um, Michael B. Jordan did his thing. He's a very attractive and talented man. He plays a twin in there, so I don't know what they did to make the double scenes and all that stuff. That's very talented to play two people as one person, but he did a good job. He played Stacks and Smoke. Those were the character names of the twins. They were the main characters in the movie. I couldn't tell which one I liked the most because they're just twins. I don't know. Um, the movie dealt with a little bit of trauma because a ex of one of the twins, the woman had a loss. I'm not gonna say what happened, but it was brought up in a movie, and it was pretty sad. It was pretty sad, and I like how the movie kind of tied it in at the end. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to give any spoilers, but that was very sad. Like they had a love, and it was sad. She was a beautiful person. You could tell she was really trying to heal in her healing journey, trying to get through the situation that she went through. And I love that the twin, I believe Smoke, yeah, Smoke was the one who was with the woman who suffered a loss. He was very empathetic. You could tell that he really did care about her. They cared about each other, and they came back together um to have this jute joint. It, like I said before, it very much reminds me of The Color Purple, because The Color Purple, they had a jute joint. Um, what's his name again? What was the son name in Color Purple? Harpo. Harpo made a jute joint with his friends and everything like that. So yeah, it is very much. I guess jute joints was very popular back then in the South. I am not from the South, but it just reminded me of Color Purple. And then so in the jute joint, they were doing the blues. Very, very good. The other person in the movie who was a star, his name was Sammy, I believe, or Sam. And he was from the movie is set in Clarksdale, I believe, Mississippi. And y'all, apparently I need to get down to Mississippi, okay? Because those accents are very, I've always been a fan of Southern accents. And I've been seeing on TikTok this one guy that everybody been talking about. He's a football player. I don't know his name. I think his name is like something with a Z or something. Y'all let me know what football player is like a young guy, probably like 25 or 26 years old. He plays football. He's from Clarksdale, Mississippi. Please let me know in the comment who I'm talking about. Anyway, Clarksdale, Mississippi, their accents are thick, thick, okay? Thick, thick. And the guy Sammy from the movie Sinners, he was from Clarksdale. The movie is set in Clarksdale, and he has a very nice Southern accent. I need to make it down to Mississippi. I want to hear those accents. I've always been a fan of Southern accents, like really deep Southern accents, because I've only been in the East Coast, Midwest. I've never gotten a chance to really be amongst people who speak really Southern accents. Like we went to Kentucky recently, and I was over there really asking, like, where can I hear the really Southern people? And now you got to go way down to Kentucky if you want to hear any accents, because most people from Kentucky sound like they're from Ohio. Anyway, I need to make it down to Mississippi. I've always wanted to visit Mississippi for the historical purposes and stuff like that, not just for the accents, but just history wise. So yeah, Sammy had a very nice Mississippi accent. He was my favorite accent in the movie, and I'm wondering, what is he truly from Mississippi? If he's not, he did a good job acting out that scene. Hi again, Ella. Thank you for liking. Hi to Corio Ferguson. So the movie, very southern, drawl, southern accent, southern twang, and just post slavery. It was the 1930s, so slavery, was several, many years before that, but still a lot of issues were happening, a lot of segregation, a lot of racism, people still using the N word like it was nothing, lynchings and stuff going on, and it was another traumatic story was told in the movie about them witnessing somebody being lynched, and it was really sad. And right after they told the story of somebody being lynched, he started like singing and playing music, and like it just makes me, I'm about to cry a little bit, y'all, probably, because it just remind me, I didn't expect to cry, y'all, that black people, we love music, we love to sing, and we've been through so much, and people in general, and a lot of times you turn to music to help you get through the really messed up times. Can you imagine watching someone get lynched, watching someone get killed, and you have to go on with your life like it didn't happen? So I just, it was, it was interesting to see that part where the blues singer, I forgot his name. I didn't expect to cry, y'all. But the guy who was telling the story is just like, it's sad. Like they couldn't, as men, sometimes they don't want to sit and cry. So what they did was laugh, play music, and sing, and they kept it moving. Sometimes you don't know how to express yourself, and sometimes people don't know how to express themselves. So they find other outlets, and that's why I think Black people are so good at music and singing and instruments, because we have so much pain from slavery, and all you can do is sing and get it out that way. So that movie was good, y'all. It was very, it's just sad that they were just trying to do that juke joint situation, and then some racist outsiders came in and just tried to ruin it. You know what I'm saying? It's just very, very much true to history. Hi, Emmanuel. Sending love from Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I've never been there, but I love Nigerian people. You guys are cool. One of my exes, he's Nigerian American. He wasn't born there, but his family was, and nothing but love for him. I don't have any bad blood with him. Good people, good people. I personally don't have any bad experience with Nigerian people. I've known people who may not have had the best experience, but that's not my experience. Um, but yeah, man, that movie, it's like I said, it has some trauma in there, some pain, some people just trying to survive, and the movie didn't end the way I expected it to. I don't even know what I expected or how the movie to end, but I'm glad that there was, a survivor. I'm glad that someone made it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? As they say, someone got it out the mud and was doing his thing, and it just reminds you that, like, you try to move on with you try to move on with your life from traumatic experiences, and people will try to bring you down and try to bring you back to remind you, like, oh, remember you've been through this, or remember that. Just coming to kind of like, they don't want you to forget. And sometimes your scars, okay, sometimes your scars will be there as a reminder of what you've been through, what your experiences have been through, so you can never really forget. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what you've been through, y'all, don't let nobody try to bring you down or remind you in a negative way. Not to like trying to uplift you, but like, oh, I remember you used to be this person. I remember you used to do that. No, but I'm here now. You knew that person from the past. I'm not that. I'm not her. I'm not him, whoever. I'm moving forward. So some people are just so stuck in the past. They don't want you to move forward with your life. There's nothing wrong with reminiscing about the past or reflecting or learning from the past. But some people want to tell you about the past to kind of remind you of who you used to be. When you are a better person, you have evolved and you're growing. If you're in your growth journey, don't let nobody try to bring you down, because a lot of us has been through a lot, and who you were 10 years ago is not the same person you are now. I mean, you shouldn't be. I hope that we are growing. Some people do not grow. Some people don't evolve. They're stuck in their ways and not learning any lessons. And we just got to like stay away from people like that, because sometimes they could be so negative. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But Sinners, y'all, how many stars I would give Sinners? Out of 5 stars, I will probably give it. Did I cry? Usually when a movie makes me cry, I definitely give it 5 stars. Let me see. Sinners. I think I would give it 5 stars. I'm trying to think what I didn't like about it. I would give it 5 stars. I think I would want to watch it again. When I was walking out the movie, somebody was like, oh my God, it was so good, to somebody else. And like, I think I might want to watch it again, because like, there's so many different people. We're like analyzing it and trying to like, deep dive. It is a very much deep dive kind of movie. Like, you want to see it again. You want to talk about it. I don't know if I want to see it again. Like, I definitely probably would just wait until it's in streaming platforms and watch it again. But I do want to like now watch some more reviews about it and see what other people are saying. But I've seen a couple reviews, and I kind of was seeing the reviews prematurely, because when I want to see a movie, sometimes I don't want to hear the deep dive, because I don't want you to give too much away. But I want to see some reviews now, knowing what they were talking about, it makes sense to me what they were saying. I know that Cynthia G had talked about it. I don't see the video that she talked about though. Also, Tariq Nasheed, he talked about it. And I think Double Toasted, I think they talked about Sinners. I'm gonna go watch that. That's one of my favorite review. Double Toasted is my favorite review channel. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think it's called Double Toasted. They are my favorite. It's another guy that I can't think of. I don't watch him too much. It's a white guy. He's like a redheaded guy, and he does reviews. American guy. He has red hair. If y'all know what I'm talking about, let me know. But Double Toasted, they're so funny to me. They give a lot of comedy with their reviews, and it's more than just one person. It's like the main guy, and then he has like 2 or 3 co-hosts that gives their reviews, and they do very thorough reviews. I love a thorough review with a little comedy in it. So if you guys seen Sinners, like, what do you think about it? Leave a comment. How do you feel about the movie Sinners? Did you like it? Is it thumbs up, thumbs down, yay, nay? Um, did any of the scenes make you cry? Did any of the scenes, was it too traumatic for you or too deep for you? Because it's history. It's real. And it was interesting to see that they did put some Asian people in the movie. I honestly expected them to just have the white people and the black people in that kind of setting, and it was very interesting to see. I think they were a Chinese family. They were just had a thick Southern accent, and I think sometimes when you see like an Asian person, somebody who's like Chinese, American with a thick accent, you're taken aback because sometimes we could generalize and be stereotypical and say, oh, I expect you to speak with a thick Chinese accent or to speak Chinese or whatever, but the South had all different kind of people, and it was just really cool to see like Chinese people with Southern accents. I think that might have been my first time seeing Chinese people with a thick Southern accents because I've never experienced it before. So I might sound ignorant or uninformed, but I just never experienced an Asian person with an accent. I know they're there. Okay, they're everywhere. Any kind of person can have a thick Southern accent, depending on where you're from. So I think that was very interesting. They did a good job in the movie. I mean, just like even Jamaica have Chinese Jamaicans, and you'll be looking at them like, wow, that's so interesting that they have a Jamaican accent. But they are there. They're everywhere. Where are people? There will be different kind of cultures and backgrounds. So that's why it's good to travel. It's good to travel, read, and learn about different kind of people because it's good to educate yourself so you won't be too surprised when you come across somebody who doesn't meet the mold or you know is not stereotypical. I don't, like even myself, I don't feel like I fit the mold of who people expect me to be. I don't know. So have you guys seen the movie Sinners, and what did you think about it, y'all? I really didn't expect to cry talking about it. That's so crazy. Because I did cry during the movie, y'all. What scene was it? I think I cried when one of the twins was basically like, I'm not playing no games with y'all no more. Like, I'm trying not to give the movie away, but you'll see the movie. And it was just like, dang, like, he lost so many people, and he's just trying to, like, he's fighting for everybody else. He's going out with a bang. And he surely did go out with the bang, man. He went out with the bang. He went out with the bang. And the woman that he, had a child with, before she basically showed him what she had promised him in the beginning of the movie. So it was very interesting to see how the movie ended. It was a good movie. And I definitely did cry. I think that was a scene that towards the end. I don't think I cried any other. Yeah, it was towards the end when I cried. And it's interesting because the movie made you think the movie was going to end because you started to see credits and stuff like that, and then a whole nother ending scene came on. So I'm a kind of person, anytime I see the credits, I don't just jump up and leave. I know there's a lot of people, as soon as they see the credits, they start to walk away like the movie's over. But I like to sit down. I sat down and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I sat down and then just leave the movie because the ending credits was showing. I'm talking fast, y'all. That's how I do. Just because the ending credits was shown doesn't mean the movie was over. So it was a good movie, very good movie. Rated R. I don't recommend you bring any children to see the movie. I think the movie is like 16 and over age. There was some adults sexual scenes. Like I did here before, you didn't actually see any body parts or, you know what I'm saying, nothing too much, but you saw that they were having sexual activity. You can tell that's what they're doing. You can hear the sounds, the moaning and everything. If you got some common sense, you know what they were doing. So definitely wouldn't recommend watching that movie, having a child under the age of 16 watching it. That's just my opinion. Some kids might be mature than others, but I still don't think I wouldn't feel comfortable with a child under the age of 16 watching it with me. Like I honestly don't even want somebody 16 watching with me. I wouldn't want to watch a movie with somebody that's under the age of 18. It's just, but I'm just saying, like, if you must take a child, I say no younger than 16, in my opinion. 16, they're pretty mature, da, 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 da. So, my opinion, 18 and over, but if you must, 16. I don't think 13 and 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds should be going to that movie. I don't care what they see online. I personally just don't feel comfortable. But some people are different. Like I said, there was a child in the movie that somebody brought. You know, the child was too young to know what was going on, but I still think you shouldn't bring a child to the movie theater to see a movie like that. And then it was just a graphic movie. There was blood. It was a gory movie, and that can give some kids nightmares. It was gory, and I love to see black directors doing different kind of genres than what we expect or what we're used to from black people. We can do it all, period. But I love to see that particular genre, horror slash vampire type. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shout out to Ryan Coogler. I need to go check out the rest of his movies. I know he's done several movies, but I haven't seen all his movies. I got what other movies does Ryan Coogler do? I wish I had my other phone to look it up. But he did a good job, and I'm just waiting for Jordan Peele to do another movie. Jordan Peele is probably my favorite director right now. And I need him to hurry up and make another movie. Where are you, Jordan Peele? I did look it up earlier, and I think Jordan is expected to make a movie in 2026, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna come off, y'all. Y'all not really talking. It's okay. I'm talking to myself, and that's fine, y'all. I'm used to doing things by myself. I'm a loner. I say to myself, I'm a one woman team. I'm a one woman show. I'm a self made woman. Period. So I'm used to it, y'all. No worries. Okay, so let me check the poll because I did ask you guys a question. I said, did you see the movie Sinners? 17% of you said yes. And 83% of you said no, and 6 people voted. Y'all, it's just like my poll from yesterday. 17% said yes, and 83% said no, and 6 people voted. So I guess 6 is the common number. But let me just give y'all some shout outs before I get out of here. I can't get this out of here. I should have had a Sinners background to come live. I'm gonna end the poll. So basically, it looks like most of you have not seen the movie Sinners yet. I recommend it. I do recommend seeing the movie. Yeah, like I said, I'll give it 5 stars. 5 stars. I say go and be, expect to laugh a little bit, expect to possibly cry, expect to cheer, and expect to feel, I don't know, like the human experience. I don't know what I'm saying, but you're gonna feel like a different. You're gonna feel different feelings in that movie. It's not just one feeling. I think you're gonna have a mix. It's like a little roller coaster of emotions from that movie. But I'm glad I went to see it. I almost didn't go, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a little moment, a day to myself, and go and see the movie. Put myself together and go out there. It wasn't dinner or movie. It was just a movie, and that's okay, y'all. Any single mom out there, girl, take yourself out sometimes. Don't treat yourself. See a movie, you know, go to dinner by yourself. It's okay to be by yourself. You have to take comfort in being by yourself, okay? Have to take, it's it's good to have mommy alone time. It's good to have mom me time, you know. We spend so much time with our children, around our children, doing for them. It's okay to like spend time with yourself. So the movie Sinners, though, when I first saw it in previews from like going to the movies months ago, from whatever movie I was seeing, I wasn't interested. I remember watching some movie and then the preview for Sinners came on, and I was like, I don't know if I want to see that. I don't know if I want to see that because I didn't expect it to be what it was about. But it just seemed like it's just like, oh, you know, typical movie. But I'm glad I did see it. And when you think of Sinners, you think of like all just church stuff. Church is definitely involved, but not like you think. You know what I'm saying? It's very much a piece of it. Um, I guess about redemption and stuff like that. And I did like that Sammy, one of the main characters in the movie, his dad was a very much church guy. He was like the pastor, and they called Sammy like preacher boy, whatever. I'm glad that the dad was willing to embrace him despite Sammy wanted to be free and Sammy wanted to like be secular, you know, do secular music and just be different. His dad did talk some negative stuff, but I'm glad that his dad didn't like cut him off and shun him. He was like, "Hey, son, come on, come with us and come to church and do the right thing." But Sammy was like, "Nah, I'm good, Dad. Like, I want out of here." Just like he promised his cousins, you know, the twins, that he wanted to be out there and do his own things. His twins didn't want that for him, but he did it, and I'm glad he followed his heart. And he, you know, he's a survivor. He saw a lot in his young time. All right, y'all. So nobody's in here, and I'm gonna end the poll. So I already ended the poll. Thank you to everyone that came in. Thank you to Ella. Thank you to Lockdown. Thank you to Helena. Thank you to us. Oh, Merchers. I'm sorry, I missed your thing. Louisa. Hi, Louisa. I missed your comment. And so anybody who said hi and I didn't say hi back, I apologize. I was busy talking. My apologies. But thank you so much for those of you who joined the live stream. I will try to go live again and talk about something else. But Sinners is a thumbs up. I recommend it. And go with an open mind. And yeah, have a good time. And don't bring any children. All right. I hope to see y'all soon. I have some video ideas I need to make and some shorts. Y'all just need to actually do it. As you already know, going live sometimes could be very convenient for me, and it just works. It just works. I don't go live as much as I used to and as much as I want to, but I try to go live when I can, when I have the opportunity. All right, y'all. Please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope I didn't do any spoilers. I tried my best, y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know if I give any spoilers that you didn't intend to hear. Peace.